Today I'm going to take you through a workout using a fit ball only. So we're going to get started with in standing. Hopefully you have a wall nearby. I'm going to be using that to balance. So the first exercise is a ball scooter. Haven't done this in years, so I've been really looking forward to giving it a crack again. You're going to stand on one leg, placing your foot on the ball. You're going to roll it out and coming back in. So you might need to figure out where the best point to have your foot is on the ball. We're going to just try and warm up the legs. After maybe 20 reps or so, you should start to feel a bit of work in your supporting leg. We're really light on the ball, so you should be able to lift your foot up, not weighing down too much. Fingertips just resting on the ball. We're in a forward bent position, so a hip hinge. Let's do another 10. Really try and squeeze your glutes as you take the leg behind you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and beautiful. Coming back, changing sides. So exactly the same. Again, figuring out where it's best to have your foot on the ball, tipping forward slightly and coming into 20 reps on the other side. Now naturally we always tend to go to our stronger side first, so for me I did exactly that. You might find that you're a bit more wobbly, trying to have as minimal pressure in the hands against the wall. For our second set, we're actually going to take it a little further away from the wall to make it a bit harder. We do another 10, 9, 8, remember light on the back foot, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Oh, now we're going to have the ball a little further away, and this time you're going to try and have your arms out straight in front of you. So coming back to my first side, I'm going to shuffle back, so have enough room when your arms are outstretched and you're leant forward in this position. So let's try for 15 on this side. Again, just fingertips balancing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Thinking about the work in the back hip. 10, 5 to go. Can we feel that supporting leg warming up? 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's change sides. So exactly the same, coming onto the other side. So measure yourself up so that your arms are outstretched, bending your supporting legs slightly. As you come in, your foot should be rested on the ball. Let's go for 15. Can you just hold with one finger? Just one finger on the wall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 to go. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay. Definitely feeling warm through the legs. Now we're going to make our way down onto the ground. We're going to do a little bit of plank with the ball. So you need to make sure you have enough room for a bit of I call it a run up. We're going to do some plank variations. So starting just behind the end of your mat, we're going to roll over the ball. We're just going to walk our way out, so keeping your feet, knees together. That's going to help to work the inner thigh muscles. We're going to slowly walk our hands out. Now the walking in and out is equally as important as doing the plank in this position. So a couple of things, making sure that you're not banana back, so no sagging through the hips. We really want to be drawing up through the lower abdominals, staying as stiff and as straight as possible. I find that pointing your toes helps a little bit, but also squeezing the knees together so it keeps the lower half locked in. Even just in this position now holding should feel a little bit of work. If it's too easy, again you can walk forward a little bit more, coming to either thighs supported, knees supported or shins supported. Now let's control, slowly walk our way back. The reason I think the control part is important because we are loading through our shoulders as well, so you're getting a little bit of work through around the shoulder blades. Okay, little breather here, maybe you need to readjust where you're at. I'm going to shuffle back just a little more so that when I come forward, I'm in more of a plank position. So walking slowly, 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 and holding here. This time we're going to do some little shoulder shrugs. So you're going to bring your shoulder blades to try and touch them together and then push the ground away from you. So this movement is actually coming from your shoulder blades moving around your rib cage. So towards the spine and then away from the spine. If you notice my elbows stay straight, we're not doing a push up just yet. So we're just moving shoulder blades around the rib cage. Let's do 2 more. Staying nice and strong through the midsection. If you ever feel any pain in your back doing this in a plank position, you probably are not using your core muscles or you're coming out too far, so getting that little banana back effect. Okay, next one. Now we're going to do a push-up. Walking out slowly, nice and controlled. And squeezing the thighs together, keeping the body nice and stiff. I'm going to bend the elbows and then straighten. Going as low as is comfortable for you. You can have your hands a little bit wider if that helps. 4, 6 is our magic number. 5, 6, and slowly coming back. Actually, 7's my favourite number, but people get freaked out with odd numbers for some reason. I have no idea why that is, but 7 and 13, my favourite numbers. Next one, we're going to do cats. So, slow and controlled, walking your way back out, coming to plank position. Hit the position first. Maybe you need to lift up through your hips. You're going to draw your knees in towards your ribs and then control slowly back out. So your tail goes up. We're going to go tail in the air, tucking under, nice and strong through the arms, controlled, coming back. That's 2. It is about control here because it's a wobbly surface, it's going to be quite hard. 3. Squeeze at the top here, little tuck position. 4. If it's too hard for you, just take a little step back. You can still do your cats here. 5. It's a lot easier on the arms and shoulders too. And last one, squeeze and release. Good, slow and controlled. Walk our way back. Now, next one we're going to do is called oblique cuts. So it's the same sort of movement, but this time your knees are going to come up underneath, up towards one armpit, and then the opposite way. So we're going to do 3 each side. Slowly, walking your way out. Holding here. Knees come up to one underarm. Slowly control it back. Other side. And coming back. So go 2 more each side. Go slow if you need to. You can slow it right down. It's all about control. When you come back into plank position, make sure you're hitting it. Good, 1 more each side. Squeezing in between your ribs and your hip bone. They're the muscles we're trying to work. slowly out, and walking your way back. Remember, at any time you can come closer towards the ball, so it's going to be a bit easier for you. Alrighty, little breather here for the wrists, bending your hands, palms up, back of the hands on the ground, have a little rest. We've got two more, one more? Two more, we've got two more variations here, and good, coming back, have a little stretch. Alrighty, yeah, let's do two more. The second last one is a leg lift. So coming out as far as is comfortable for you, maybe it's only your thighs, you can still get work here. We're going to lift up one leg. So weight shift, lift, hold, come down, other side, lift and hold, come down, 2, staying strong. Good, last one each side. Well, that's hard. Beautiful, and slowly, slowly. Now this is my most favorite exercise. We're going to do plank into a pike. So using the ball as a little bit of a guide to help you into a pike position. And you're going to go as high as is comfortable for you, but you might need to adjust again where your where the ball is on your thighs, knees or shins. So I'll show you the easier version. If you're coming out to thighs, we're trying to keep the legs as straight as possible, drawing up through the lower abdominals and coming into this position. Slowly coming back. If you were a little further out again, it will look like this. So holding plank position, drawing up through the abdominals, keeping the legs straight, shifting the weight forward onto the hands, maybe even rolling up toward the ankles. And the last one, hardest, would be starting at the shins, drawing up through the core, all the way so that your toes are on the ball. And then slowly controlling and coming back. Walking your way back, keeping a nice plank position. And have a rest. We're going to do a couple more of those, picking your poison. Now at the moment I'm doing a push-up challenge, so my arms are already jelly and I did a little workout this morning, so I picked this well. But I really wanted to film a fit ball workout because there are so many things you can do that can be quite challenging, and this is one of them. So work with me. Slowly find your point wherever you decide to pike. I'm going to come right out because I'm also working on my handstands, so this can help. Drawing up through the lower abs, pushing the hips right into the air, keeping the legs as straight as possible. Hold for a second or two, and then slowly controlling down, slowly controlling back. Don't sink here. If you're getting tired, probably coming out too far. That's number 2. How many are we doing? Maybe we'll just do 3 of these. We can do 6 if you like. All right, let's go again. Last one. Control. Good. Drawing up. Using those lower abs as much as possible. Holding and balancing, breathing if you can. Slowly back down, and slowly back to our start position. Alrighty. Time to rest. Not really. We've got a couple more exercises we're going to come down onto the mat for, so laying down onto your back. Before we do that, let's just have a quick stretch of, let's have a quick stretch of our wrists. So palm down. You can pull back on your fingers or pull back on the actual palm of your hand, the back of your hand, not the thumb. And then straightening out through the elbow and changing. So palm up, elbow comes straight, So if you're finding that is a little bit too strong on your wrists, sometimes it does take a bit of time for your wrist to toughen up. Other side, palm up. So it will just be working toward what's comfortable for you. So some people will find that just that little set there is enough, and you might find that you sort of get a bit achy in the wrists. Change. One way to improve that is just to build up your load tolerance. So it might be that definitely not the next day, but the day after you could try and do a little bit more load bearing on all fours, maybe in a plank position, maybe some push-ups as well. I think I've got, it's 130s of gold today, but I've got a few to make up for yesterday. So we'll see how many I get through. I think I've done 60. I'll count the ones that we did just today. Now, laying onto your back, we're gonna have the palms up, relaxing through your shoulders. Now, I actually like to tuck, this is the Pilates in me coming out, I like to tuck the shoulder blades right in and back so that the palms sort of stay open here. We're gonna straighten out the legs, tuck the tail under, coming up into a bridge position or pelvic curl, whichever you prefer, and then coming down. What's really important here is that we're keeping a little bit of a posterior tilt of the pelvis, which, if that means nothing to you, is tucking your tail under and keeping that scoop on. Sometimes you come really high in a bridge, start to hinge through your lower back, and it actually doesn't allow the glutes to work. So we want to try and keep a little bit of a tuck on, maybe even leading by squeezing the buttocks. So let's go together. Straighten the legs out, clench the buttocks, tucking the tail under, even squeeze your thighs together. Hold it here, take a breath so that we know you're not holding your breath, and then coming back down. Ribs first, then your middle back, lower back, and tailbone is the last. Good, little shake there, that's a good sign. Let's go up again, pressing the knees straight, tuck the tail under. Rising up into our curl position, hold it there, take a breath, and then slowly coming down, 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 and relax. Good. If you want a little more already, you can take the ball a bit further away or cross your hands across your chest, because you might not notice, but you can be bracing through your arms to try and steady you. So let's try one or the other, maybe both. Straighten the legs out, tuck the tail under, a little bit more wobble here, hold, take a breath if you can, keeping those glutes clenched, slowly coming back down, ribs, wee, lower, middle, and relax. Good. Will depend on how pumped up your fit ball is as well, and whether you're in the center of it or not, because this one tends to be a bit more like an egg. Let's go again, last one here, tucking under. I'm blaming the fit ball for the wobbles. No, it's one of those exercises, if we don't keep practicing, we won't get better at. Hold, and then slowly coming down. Beautiful. Now, if you're not already feeling it in the back of your legs, which you might be, I've got just the exercise for you. We're going to progress this one. Let's make it harder. Both feet still on the ball, and the ball further away from you. Let's bring the arms back down for a little bit of support. So as you straighten out, progression, we hold here. We're going to draw your heels in and then come back out. Oh my gosh, that burns. Coming down, ribs, middle, lower, and relax. Good. We're going to do 6 because that is the magic number. Let's go up again. Straighten the knees first, tucking the tail. Really clenching here. Nice straight position. Let's tuck it in. All the way in, all the way out. Yes, the out part. That's the bit that hurts the most. Coming down. Relaxing everything. Let's go again. Number 3. Straighten the knees first. Tucking the tail under, really clenching your buttocks. Hopefully you're nice and relaxed through your upper body. No tension in the neck. Draw it in, push it out, coming back down, ribs, middle, lower, and relax. Good, we are halfway there. Then we're going to do a few little stretches straight after this. Let's go up, hold, in, out, and down. You should feel a nice little bit of work through your core, sort of your front and the back of the trunk. When we talk about the core, we don't just mean, come on up, don't just mean the abdominals, mean the core muscles of your back as well, the sides of the body. That's 5. Whoo. It hurts. Not sure if you can see my little shake. I hope you're feeling that too. Let's go last time. Straighten the legs, squeeze the buttocks, rolling up, hold it there. Drawing in for number 6, out and down. Okie dokie. Alright. Lots of sound effects today. Now, this next one we're going to do is using the ball. Take it a little bit further away again. One heel crosses over, and we're going to draw the heel towards the butt on the ball. So this is a little bit of a glute stretch. If you're following me, it'll be your left side, maybe. Depends if you're mirror image or not. Who knows? But we're going to stretch the top leg. You should be feeling that in around your hip. Using your hamstrings to pull the ball in as close as is comfortable. If it's too complicated, the ball, just lose it. Put your other foot down on the ground. And I can slowly feel those muscles relaxing a little. Good. Change to the other side and pulling it in. Now, a little brief stretch is really mostly to catch your breath, just allow you to recover after that exercise. Hopefully you can feel it working in those muscles. Alrighty, now last exercise before we wrap up. Going to bring the ball back in close, arms out wide. Keeping the knees squeezed together, I'm going to take the ball out to the side. So this is a little bit of a back stretch as well as working through the core. And then from the outside, you're going to pull back in using your middle. So trying to use muscles in your midsection. Let's go to the other side. Take it out, hold, and then pulling back in using your muscles. Don't think about using the legs, think about using the middle. Everything is twisting at the spine level. A little bit of a stretch through your upper back, a little bit of a stretch through your lower back. Your hips well and truly come off the ground. And then drawing back to the middle. If you wish, you can start to turn your head to the other side. So as you come out, turning your head, oh, click, there goes my back. Might feel a few little clicks or cracks. That's not a problem. Coming back to the middle. All that is kind of like cracking your knuckle. It's just releasing a little bit of air around the joint. Other side. And what that means is you've taken the joint to its end of range of movement. So nothing dangerous about that. You've just taken it to the end of movement. Which means hopefully by using the muscles, we can keep that newfound movement. And it can help you to be less stiff throughout the day. So this is a really nice exercise that can be done first thing in the morning or even in the evening after a day of sitting or standing for long. It can also be done without the ball, so last one each side. So if you, say for example, you're laying in bed and you wake up quite stiff, just have your feet on the ground but just rocking the knees side to side. That can still give you a little bit of a lower back stretch. Last one. Out to the side and drawing back in. Very nice. Alrighty, that means we are all done for today. So we've done a little bit of legs, a little bit of core. We definitely got our arms in as well. So I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you want to do some more with me, just check out my channel because there is a few more on there and I'll be uploading some more regularly. So don't forget to leave us some feedback and let me know what you think. Thank you.